The best place to start improving rounded shoulder posture may not be with weights if you're over 60. Think beyond the idea of fixing your shoulders. The better goal is to make your upper body more mobile and capable. Start by gently opening the chest. Then use light resistance to strengthen the muscles that help you move and maintain a comfortable position. Point 1 before strengthening. Think about what your shoulders have been doing all day. If you've been sitting, driving, reading, or working with your hands in front of you, your upper body may have spent hours in a forward position. Instead of immediately adding resistance, change the movement first. A supported chest stretch lets you gently move in the opposite direction. Step into the stretch gradually and stop well before it becomes uncomfortable. Take a few relaxed breaths, then release. This isn't about correcting your posture in seconds. It's about preparing your body for the active, strengthening work that follows. Point 2, think of the first stretch as opening the door. Now, a strengthening exercise teaches you how to move through that space. A resistance band row is a simple way to begin. Pull the band towards your body while keeping the movement controlled. Avoid arching your lower back or lifting your shoulders towards your ears. Then slowly return to the starting position. If the exercise feels difficult enough that your form changes, reduce the resistance at this stage. Quality matters more than intensity. Point 3. Once you've introduced the stretch and the light rowing movement, don't rush to make the exercise harder. Your body needs time to become familiar with the movement. Use a resistance level that allows you to complete each repetition. Smoothly keep your neck relaxed. You're breathing natural and your shoulders away from your ears. You should feel the muscles working, without needing to strain or force your body into position. The goal is to build control gradually, not to prove how much resistance you can handle. Point 4, the way you perform the exercise matters, just as much as the exercise itself. When you pull the band, think about moving your elbows back in a controlled way, rather than aggressively squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep your torso steady and avoid leaning backward to create extra momentum. Then allow your arms to return slowly. That slower return is part of the exercise too. Controlled movement helps you stay aware of how your shoulders and upper back are working, instead of simply moving the resistance from one position to another. Point 5. You also don't need to perform this routine every time you notice your shoulders moving forward. Posture naturally changes throughout the day, and there is no single position you need to hold constantly. What matters more is having enough mobility and strength to move comfortably between different positions. Use the stretch to work on comfortable movement through the chest and shoulders. Then use light resistance to challenge the muscles around the upper. Back together these two pieces. Create a more balanced approach than simply trying to force yourself to sit or stand straight. Point 6. Pay attention to what your body is telling you during the routine. A mild stretch across the chest can be expected, but sharp pain, significant pinching, numbness, or tingling is different. Those sensations are reasons to stop or modify the movement. Rather than push harder, the same applies to the strengthening exercise. If you have to swing the band, shrug your shoulders, or change your posture just to complete a repetition, the resistance may be too much. Make the movement easier and focus on control. Point 7, and remember that the exercise itself is only one small part of your day. If you spend several hours sitting, your shoulders may remain in a similar position for long periods. Even if you exercise for a few minutes, try changing positions regularly. Stand up, walk around, reach comfortably, or simply give your body a chance to move. After sitting for a while, you don't need to maintain a perfectly straight posture every second. Regular movement throughout the day can complement the mobility and strengthening work you're already doing. Point 8, keep the stretch gentle. You don't need to force a deeper range to make it useful. Point 9, use light resistance that you can control from beginning to end. If your form breaks down, make the exercise easier. Point 10, give the routine time. Better mobility and strength are built through consistent practice, not one intense session. Point 11. As you become comfortable with the basic routine, you can gradually make the strengthening portion more challenging, but progression should be slow and controlled. You might begin with a very light resistance band and focus on learning the movement. Once you can perform the exercise comfortably, with consistent technique, you can consider slightly increasing the resistance. There's no need to make a large jump. Your shoulders, upper back, and other supporting muscles need time to adapt to a new workload. And stretching should not become more aggressive, simply because you're getting stronger. Keep the chest opening movement within a comfortable range, while allowing the strengthening exercises to provide the progressive challenge. This combination gives you two different goals: mobility from the gentle stretch and strength from the resistance exercise. Point 12. Another important piece is how you use your upper body outside of exercise. If you spend a lot of time looking down at a phone, reading, working at a computer, or sitting in one position, take opportunities to change your position. You can stand up and walk for a few minutes. You can move your shoulders comfortably. You can adjust your workspace so you're not constantly reaching forward. None of these changes needs to be dramatic. The point is to avoid spending most of your waking hours in one repeated position and then expecting a short exercise session to do all the work. Your daily movement habits and your exercise routine can support each other. Point 13. If you're over 60 and haven't exercised regularly, start more conservatively than you think you need to. You don't have to complete a complicated program on your first day. Begin with comfortable mobility work and a small amount of light resistance. As your body becomes accustomed to the routine, you can gradually build from there. And if you already have ongoing shoulder pain, a recent injury, significant stiffness, weakness, or a medical condition that affects your movement, getting advice from a qualified healthcare professional can help you determine what exercises are appropriate for you. Exercise should challenge your body without making you ignore warning signs. The goal is to develop a routine that you can perform safely and consistently. Point 14. Over time, the bigger goal isn't to spend the entire day thinking about whether your shoulders are perfectly straight. It's to make your body more capable of moving comfortably. You want to be able to reach, carry, turn, walk, sit, and stand without feeling like your upper body is constantly fighting against stiffness. That is why the combination of mobility and strength can be useful. The gentle stretch gives you an opportunity to work on movement through the front of the chest. The light resistance exercise helps you train the muscles around your upper back and shoulders. And regular movement throughout the day gives your body more opportunities to use those abilities. No single exercise needs to carry the entire responsibility. Remember, the goal isn't perfect posture. It's better movement, better strength, and staying comfortable. As you age, start gently, stay consistent, and give your body time to adapt.